Big news! Boost Mobile is now sending experts nationwide to deliver and set up customers' new phones at home or work.
Wait, we're going on tour?
Not a tour. We're delivering and setting up customers' phones so it's easier to upgrade.
Let's get in the tour bus and hit the road.
No, not a tour bus. It's a regular car we use to deliver and set up customers' phones at home or work.
Are you a groupie on this tour?
We deliver and set up phones. It's not a tour.
Oh, you're definitely a groupie.
Introducing Store to Door. Switch and get a new device with expert setup and delivery wherever you're at.
Delivery available for select devices purchased at boostmobile.com.
This is a Monday.com ad. The same Monday.com designed for every team. The same Monday.com with built-in AI, scaling your work from day one. The same Monday.com with an easy and intuitive setup. Go to Monday.com and try it for free.
On today's Smart 7, US and Israel continue attacks on Iran, fresh scandal over alleged Chinese espionage, and much more. It's Thursday, 5th of March, it's World Book Day, and happy birthday, Matt Lucas.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
The US Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, held an extraordinary press conference on Wednesday, which saw him make a series of threats as he boasted about American military actions in Iran. He revealed that a US submarine had sunk an Iranian military vessel, killing at least 87 people off the coast of Sri Lanka. He pledged that the Pentagon would sustain the war for as long as is necessary and talked about death and destruction raining from the skies above Tehran. He also made mention of the death of the leader of an Iranian military unit, which the US had claimed was behind an assassination plot against the US president in October 2024.
The leader of the unit who attempted to assassinate President Trump has been hunted down and killed. Iran tried to kill President Trump, and President Trump got the last laugh.
It's still not clear what the American plan is or if there is one, and Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt on Wednesday said that boots on the ground are still on the table. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, who has refused to get involved in the conflict, says the attacks must stop.
We must learn from history and cannot play Russian roulette with the fate of millions of people. The powers involved in this conflict must immediately cease hostilities and commit to dialogue and diplomacy.
Prime Minister's question time was dominated by the US and Israeli action in Iran. Keir Starmer was sticking to his position that the UK will only be involved if it is in the defence of UK citizens or military in the Middle East, and has no desire to be drawn into the wider conflict. Clearly reflecting on the lessons learnt from the Iraq War, he said that the action needed to have a lawful basis and a viable, thought-through plan. He was still annoyed by the US president's criticism, however.
Sharing intelligence every day to keep our people safe. That is the special relationship in action. Hanging on to President Trump's latest words is not the special relationship.
Tory leader Kemi Badenoch has been pushing all week for the UK to back the US action, and she sounded like she was running out of patience with the PM's restrained approach.
He's got a sea of orcs and goons who have no idea how anything is working at all. They can complain all they like, Mr. Speaker. The fact is, they are letting down the people out.
There was a fresh spying scandal in Westminster on Wednesday, and once again it was China that was at the centre of the accusations. The Met Police arrested 3 men in London and Wales as part of what they called a counter-terrorism policing investigation under the National Security Act. Police didn't name the men, but Scottish Labour MP Joni Reid issued a statement after it became apparent that one of the men is her husband, David Taylor. Reid says she has never seen anything to make her suspect that her husband has broken any law, and also pointed out that she has never been to China or spoken on any China-related matters. Security Minister Dan Jarvis says that authorities are taking the issue very seriously.
China presents a series of threats to the United Kingdom. We remain deeply concerned by an increasing pattern of covert activity from Chinese state-linked actors targeting UK democracy.
It may seem like a long time until the next US presidential election in 2028, but at least we're heading towards the midterms, which will take place this November. Tuesday saw primaries and special elections in North Carolina, Arkansas and Texas, and the early signs on Wednesday were that the Democrats' base is fired up, with turnout higher than it was in the 2022 midterms. Texas saw Senate primaries with 2 Republican candidates deadlocked, sitting Senator John Cornyn and former Texas Attorney General and Trump supporter Ken Paxton heading to a runoff election, much to the annoyance of the president. That's because the turnout for Democrats in Texas was huge, with more than 2 million votes cast, as James Tallarico picked up the nomination. Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett was disappointed to have lost and had a warning that new voting rules imposed by Republicans could cause real issues on Election Day.
We're about to file a lawsuit to keep the voting polls open. We were able to keep the polls open, but I can tell you now that people have been disenfranchised.
Still to come on today's Smart 7 in association with Metro, Arsenal widen the gap, and we meet the men with big balls right after this.
Hi, this is Matt from P1 with Matt and Tommy, and this episode is sponsored by eBay. The cars you'll find on eBay are just different. They come with a story that you can't wait to share. Like this 1973 Dodge Charger on eBay that has been tucked away in an Arizona barn for over 40 years, only 55,000 miles, and somehow in great running order. It even has a rare sunroof. Suddenly, a car that was hidden for decades is being delivered in just a few clicks with eBay's secure purchase. All the paperwork handled. There are thousands of cars on eBay, from unique finds like the Pontiac Grand Prix SJ to daily drivers, and now with a new way to buy them. eBay. Things people love.
You know what's wild? Most people are still overpaying for car insurance just because it's a pain to switch. That's why there's Jerry. Jerry's the only app that compares rates from over 50 insurers in minutes and helps you switch fast with no spam calls or hidden fees. Drivers who save with Jerry could save over $1,300 a year. Before you renew your car insurance policy, do yourself a favor. Download the Jerry app or head to jerry.ai/ACAST.
Welcome back. It was a night of drama in the Premier League as West Ham won at Fulham and Chelsea battled to a 4-1 win at Aston Villa. Title-chasing Arsenal held on for a 1-0 win at Brighton, while rivals Manchester City could only manage a 2-2 draw against Nottingham Forest. That puts Mikel Arteta's side 7 points clear with a game in hand. It was a tough night for Man United interim manager Michael Carrick, who saw his side lose 2-1 to a 10-man Newcastle, but he was taking it on the chin.
I don't think it was the 10 men. I just don't think we just didn't play good enough tonight, so we can't make any excuses for that. I think we all take responsibility for that, and we know.
If you're a fan of Patricia Cornwell's crime bestsellers, you'll already be familiar with the name Dr. Kay Scarpetta. The fictional crime-solving medical examiner is finally about to hit the screen after more than 30 novels and 100 million copies sold. The iconic detective is played by none other than Nicole Kidman, and the series also features Jamie Lee Curtis as her sister. And in fact, it was Jamie Lee Curtis's production company who were instrumental in bringing the show to TV. Nicole was on the red carpet for the premiere of the show, which drops on Prime Video next week, and she was happy to talk up Jamie's role.
Jamie made this possible. Jamie Lee was the one that said, okay, I have this, please, you have to do this. And I was like, I've wanted to play Kay for so long. Fate is fate, and things come around when they come around.
We've had Born to be Wild and even Born to Run, but are you ready for Born to Bowl? A new docu-series could be about to make bowling famous. It's produced by A24 and exec produced by Ben Stiller, and it dives into the fascinating world of American bowling. The bowlers don't get paid, they need to win prize money to survive, and it's an eccentric-looking bunch of men and their big balls on the road across America. There are 5 episodes in the series, and it's dropping on HBO on March 16th.
Bowling is such a unique sport.
Who do you think you are? I am! Oh, you haters, y'all didn't think this would happen again, did you?
This is my first CBS season. These guys are the most competitive people.
I guess I'm the Bob Ross of bowling.
You gotta take the hair out.
I just started doing the stretches.
Breathe in, now breathe out!
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
If you work in university maintenance, Grainger considers you an MVP because your playbook ensures your arena is always ready for tip-off. And Grainger is your trusted partner, offering the products you need all in one place, from HVAC and plumbing supplies to lighting and more. And all delivered with plenty of time left on the clock, so your team always gets the win. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, visit Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Youth mental health is a complex challenge that requires comprehensive solutions. We must strengthen after-school programs. We must make digital literacy tools available in our schools. We must work with mental health professionals to support children. And we must empower mentors, educators, and parents to keep kids happy. Learn more about our commitment to finding lasting solutions at empowerourfuturecoalition.com/solutions. Paid for by the Coalition to Empower Our Future.